Welcome to The Explainer. We all talk about being disciplined, but how is it actually built? Today, we're going to break down a really simple story that kind of reveals the secret. And it's not about grand plans, it's about winning tiny little moments.
So let's dive right in by meeting our main guy. This is Alex. And, well, like a lot of us, Alex had some pretty big dreams. He wanted success. He wanted that feeling of freedom. He just really wanted to build a better life for himself.
And this was his daily his promise to his future self. Tomorrow, I'll wake up early. Tomorrow, I'll work hard. Tomorrow everything will be different. It sounds powerful, but there's a huge hidden trap in that kind of thinking.
And here it is, that super familiar gap between our intentions and our actions, right? For Alex, that alarm clock was the first battle of the day, and that craving for just a little more comfort, it won every single time. It kept him stuck in this loop of broken promises.
And the consequence clear. Promising to change tomorrow is basically a recipe for staying exactly where you are today. For Alex, days turned into weeks, and weeks turned into months. And for all his good intentions, absolutely nothing had changed.
But then, one of those random chance encounters happened that completely changed everything. It gave him this moment of clarity, and, maybe more importantly, a diagnosis for his problem that he had never even considered before.
Wow. This one simple statement just reframed everything for Alex. See, his problem wasn't his circumstances, and it wasn't a lack of desire. The real battle, the entire battle, was happening inside his own head.
Just reframes the entire problem so perfectly. It's not some kind of character flaw. It's literally a battle for control. Your mind is always seeking that immediate comfort, and it's constantly trying to shut down your long-term goals. And every single time you give in, you just make its grip on you even stronger.
So naturally, this is the crucial question Alex asks. It's the one that moves us from just understanding the problem to actually finding the solution. He was finally ready to stop thinking about it and start doing something about it.
The old man's advice wasn't some huge complex plan. It was incredibly simple. It was laser-focused on one single decisive action. The key was to completely bypass the mind's negotiation tactics. No debate, no excuses, just pure, immediate action.
Such a fundamental shift in perspective. You don't have to conquer your entire day all at once. You just have to win that first moment. The entire battle for discipline is pretty much won or lost right there and then.
So the very next morning, the alarm rings. His mind makes its usual offer. Hey, just 5 more minutes. But this time, something's different. He doesn't engage with the thought. He just acts. And that is his first real victory of action over thought.
Fix his entire life that day. Not at all. But he did one hard thing. He won that first absolutely crucial moment.
He won it again. Another small but really significant victory.
And again after that. And each win forged another link in this chain of consistency. It was strengthening his resolve and weakening his mind's constant demand for comfort.
And this consistency, it created this profound shift. But it wasn't his life that changed first, it was his mind. He was literally rewiring his own internal operating system. These small, conscious actions slowly turned into automatic habits, and those habits became the rock-solid foundation of his discipline.
And that's the compounding effect, right? Of these tiny one moments, stacked on top of each other, eventually led to the total transformation he had always wanted. It wasn't one giant leap, it was a million tiny disciplined steps. And really, this is the powerful takeaway from Alex's story. It's the universal principle he learned in that park. True freedom, real change. It all starts with winning that first, decisive moment against the part of you that just wants to hit snooze. So the question is, which